You. There we go. I wanted to thank you for taking time to speak with me today.
Thank you very much for inviting me too. It's a pleasure and honor. So nice to be here with you now.
Boyd Monuments had a hiatus for a while. Can you explain to me what happened with the band, that why you took the time off?
It's a long story, but to make it short, we had the first lineup and we were playing different kind of music, more like like Arch God or Blasphemy, more primitive stuff. And the guys that were in first lineup, I think they weren't able and weren't interested in playing more technical, stuff like we do right now, because now we play something more in the way like US 90s death metal,
Yes.
like old D-side incantation, maybe early suffocation, something like this, morbid angel. So I just needed to find new band members to make it real, to play all this stuff. So that's the main reason why we took a pause, and you know we needed to find new members. So
And once you had the new lineup together, how long did it take to put this album together for you?
it was very fast, I think, because at first I found the new drummer, and he is very skilled guy in my opinion, and we wanted to record the whole album just in this lineup. We didn't want even to search for other guys, but we were invited to play show with our friends from band Pyre. Maybe you know the old school
Yeah.
Swedish death metal band from St. Petersburg. Also, they just called me and asked to join them on their gig, and that's why I started to search for a second guitarist, bass player, and session vocalist, by the way. And our vocalist was a guy who was on drums in Pyre, but then we changed him. But it was the reason why we found other guys. And when they joined the songs already were written, so we just needed to record them. So it was very quick.
And Devilish Prophecies is a track that really stands out for me. I love the drive of the song,
Thanks.
and I love the way it flows. I wanted to ask you if you could speak on that track and how it came to you.
I think it's the all the songs. This is some kind of my it's for me. I was raised on bands like Incantation, and maybe
Hmm.
you can hear some influences from
Sure.
this band here. And it's like I had this huge inspiration from old days of death metal from United States, and that's why I wrote all those doomy slow riffs. And also, it's about the lyrics. I also was raised on black metal, and I was interested in esoteric occult stuff and devilish lyrics. And I think it fits perfectly with this kind of music, with this darkness, and evil. So I think it's a perfect mix, for this metal, this devilish lyrics, and this kind of evil sounding riffs. So for me, it's like my worship to old death metal days. So
Yes, and it definitely brought me back to bands like Obituary and Deicide as
yeah,
well.
I'm a huge fan of old D side with brothers Hoffman on the
Hmm.
guitars. So yeah, I love especially Legion. It's my
Yes,
favorite album, absolutely. And we are now working on the new songs, and I think our new songs even will be more, more brutal and more fast than first album.
and another track I wanted to talk to you about was Ascent to Crucifixion. If you could speak on that track as well.
This I think that it's kind of Ascent to Crucifixion. It's also from the same style like Devilish Prophecies, doomy, atmospheric, sometimes slow, sometimes maybe faster, but it has a lot of slow riffs. So I think that our album you can separate on two parts. First is more fast and technical, and the second part is more slow and more atmospheric. So I think those songs like Devilish Prophecies, Ascent to the Crucifixion, maybe the last song, Father of Sin, I think they are made in the one conception, so they are very slow and doomy, and they have a lot of old school death metal riffs, so
Yeah, I think that's why they stood out to me because I love that period. And
yeah, me too, absolutely.
I wanted to ask you as well if you could speak on the album artwork and the artist that was involved.
Yeah, absolutely, because it's made by me. My full-time job is a tattoo artist. I'm a
Oh,
tattoo artist.
wow.
Yeah, and I was tattooing a lot of guys from black metal scene from Europe. I was working with different bands like Archgod, Horna, etc. So. And this artwork was made by me. It was drawn digitally, but no AE. It's absolutely, it's
Mm.
old school crafted stuff, but painted digitally. So I usually make all artwork for all of my bands by myself because I can control everything. It's much better
Sure.
than to pay someone and then to, to spend a lot of time just to describe the idea what I want to see.
Sure.
But in the case when I do everything by myself, I can do it better just because I can realize the idea that I have in my own head much better,
Absolutely.
without any distortion. And the same I think it's always works very good because also the guy who recorded our album, sound engineer, it was our drummer, so he made a
Oh,
mix.
okay.
So we do everything within the band. So
That's great.
I do the artwork. Also, I did all logos for the band, all artwork. Our drummer is a sound engineer. He made a mix and master, and our second guitarist, he makes all the stuff related to video. So everything we try to keep everything within the band.
And we spoke on the two parts of the album and the two different sounds. I wanted to ask you, were there tracks that didn't make the cut for the album?
Sorry.
Were there tracks that didn't make the cut for the album? Were there tracks that you had written that didn't make it to the album because it didn't fit in what you were trying to convey?
Sorry, I just want to say that yeah, sometimes I'm not too good with English, so I just didn't understood this question. Maybe you can talk a little bit easier. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
when you made the album,
Mhm.
were there songs that you didn't use when you made the album that you
Ah,
have still?
you asked me if I had the songs that I denied, didn't took to album. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I think no. I used all songs, but they were transformed with time. So maybe I just changed few riffs that were originally made because when we started to rehearse them with the drummer, I just decided that maybe some part of riffs would be played in a different way will sound better. If I would play in a different way. So I changed few riffs, I changed a few harmonies, solos, but mainly I took all ideas I had to the album. So
And I wanted to ask you as well, if you could speak on your musical journey, at what age did you begin?
I think it was 98. I'm 40. I have a birthday on 1st February, so it's now 39, but soon I will be 40. So I started my journey at 98 when I was listening to Slayer. So yeah, it was first band that was a huge inspiration for me. But already in the end of this year, I've discovered death metal, but more classical stuff like Cannibal Corpse,
Sure.
this more popular stuff, also black metal. But after that, I started, to dive deeper into the underground culture and discovered bands like Deeds of Flesh,
Hmm.
more brutal scene, Suffocation, and my all-time favorite band is Incantation, especially the old albums like Onward to Golgotha. It's
Yes.
absolutely brilliant albums. And also, I really love Immolation because it's absolutely morbid, evil, and really dark atmosphere. I really love their riffs. So, but I listen a lot of styles of music for sure, not only death metal. So I love dark folk, like Imperium, like
Hmm.
neoclassical stuff. I love dungeon synth stuff, and I even have my own dungeon synth project as well. And I also have a black metal project as well. So, and I played in many bands. I started to play in 2003. So more than 20 years already. I'm playing metal music, and
Wow.
yeah. Uh, so I really love death and black metal, but I listen much more, you know.
And now that the album's out and it's well received, what is the best way to get a copy of this album and any merchandise that you have?
At the moment, we don't have a merchandise. We had shirts, but they were printed by ourselves, and we sold everything on our gigs here in St. Petersburg. So they are sold out right now. But as for album, for United States and Europe, the best way is to purchase vinyl and CD on Blood Harvest Records from Sweden. It's easier because we released the album on tape also, but tape is released in St. Petersburg here. So maybe it's a little bit complicated for you to order it. But if you want to receive a vinyl version or CD, you can just buy it through Blood Harvest. I think it's a very good label, especially for death metal. I think Pyre from St. Petersburg also had release here, and I was playing in black metal band Titanfire. They also had a release on this label. So when we recorded our album from Void Monuments, we decided that we will make a release on this label too, because we already know how it works, and the guys are satisfied with the work with this label. So we decided to choose Blood Harvest.
I wanted to ask you as well, will you take to the road and play live?
Yeah, we right now we are playing only in our hometown in St. Petersburg, but maybe in future we will try, somehow to play in Europe. For sure, to play in United States is very complicated, and especially right now we have a not the perfect situation in Russia
Sure.
right now, for sure. But maybe I will move this year to Germany. So I want to change my place of living, and maybe it will be easier somehow to play concerts in Europe. But right now we are active as a live band, but only here in Russia. And we play with our friends. So we have here a very nice death metal scene. We already played with Spire. We played with a very nice band from St. Petersburg, good friends, Bitter Loss. Maybe you heard about this. If not, just check it out because it's a really nice band. Also, if you want to find some more brutal stuff, you can check out Murder of Life. It's more like Suffocation stuff, more
Ah,
slamming brutal death, something like that. So there's a lot of nice bands here with whom we can play and share the stage. But for sure, in future, we really would like to travel, outside of Russia.
and speaking on what we discussed, it's a shame that our leaders can't find the sense of community that our metal community has with
Yeah,
each other.
absolutely, absolutely. I think
Yeah,
that metal music has this kind of diplomatic idea inside of it, to reunite the people from all over the world. Because I think that, yeah,
absolutely. Absolutely. I think our art fans are the best fans in the world because
absolutely,
we stay loyal to each other.
yeah. That's true. And I remember those times when everything was okay, and I was traveling a lot in Europe because also, as I said before, I'm a tattoo artist, and I was
Mhm.
tattooing in Norway, Switzerland, Sweden, Finland, and I was traveling a lot. And for sure, I was visiting a lot of gigs with metal bands, and I was playing in my old bands with other bands. Like I even was playing with Suffocation, with Belfegor, with Sinister, and with Pestilence, a lot of stuff. So, and I really miss right now those times because we are right now we are somehow isolated here.
Mhm.
So
And lastly, my friend, I wanted to ask you if you could give a message to your fans, what message would you give them?
just listen to metal music, and don't judge people by its government. So
Yes,
yeah, and stay loyal to the underground scene because I think that everyone's listen, the big bands like, for example, Cannibal Corpse, etc. But you should also respect your local underground because
sure.
these small bands really need that. So yeah,
Yes,
so it's
because
my message:
all
support
our heroes
underground.
are all our heroes are getting older. And
Yeah,
I think what you provide is a great bridge in that. And that's why I wanted to speak with you because I loved your album from top to bottom, and I see a
thank
lot
you.
of upside to what lies ahead for you in the future.
Thank you very much. I'm really proud that a lot of people like the album. I sometimes I'm checking the reviews on the internet,
Mhm.
just search it by myself and something on YouTube, on Instagram, and I see a lot of good reviews, and I'm really proud with that. I'm happy that people understood the idea that I wanted to share with my music, and I'm happy with this absolutely. And we already started to working on the material for the next album. So
Well, I wanted to thank you again for taking time to speak with me. It's been an absolute pleasure speaking with you, my friend.
same with you. Thank you very much for this podcast.
And please keep me informed of any new news as it comes about, my friend.
Absolutely. Yeah, I will.
All right,
Have
take
a
care, my friend.
take
Cheers.
care. Cheers. Cheers. Bye.
Bye.